I just asked Jeff if he had his acting face on. He said, yeah. This is Friday afternoon, but we're going to shoot a new tool Tuesday because I'm behind. I've had several tools come in and we haven't featured them. This tool actually just came in, I think, about a week ago. It is this M12 fuel, and it's that, what do they call that thing? Well, it don't even say on the operating manual what it's called. And the box is at somewhere else. So anyway, it's the one that's got all of these interchangeable heads right here. Like that's for, you know, taking out screws and things like that. Your little hex bit thing on it. This is for angles. And this one is like an offset, you know, and you can rotate it around. And then we've got the drill one, and the battery's going out of the light, so we got to put a battery in the light. But anyhow, this thing comes in a nice carry case. It's got even Velcro straps, tie-down straps here, I guess, like if you want to put a charger in it. So it's good and Velcroed. It ain't going nowhere. Whether I leave it in this case or not, I don't know. But we're going to do some drilling some holes this morning, so, or afternoon. But anyway, the way you change them is just like that, slips on. And then these others, like these, have, see the little indentions right here, those little pegs. And so it's got pegs like right here that you have to line those up for it to go in. And so when you're doing like your angle deal, it has them on there. So, you know, you can put this thing sideways, you can turn it down, you can turn it up, like so, but you just have to make sure you line up those teeth right there, and then that goes on. So, but today we're going to do a little drilling, and I just picked up, because my other hole saw bits are old, so I just picked up this Milwaukee, the hole dozer, and this is the small one, the large one. The small one will fit in this, but the large one will not. So we're going to try to drill some holes with it. I've got this one, the big hammer drill, on standby in case this one won't cut it. And this is not going to replace this because this is your impact. This doesn't have impact on it. It has where you can set it for drilling, and then it's got it set. Then you move this, and you're just kind of using the front here as your guide for your numbers. So you would, like, you know, I guess that's like 1, there's 2, or that would be 1.5 or something. But, you know, like there would be, say, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's your clutch operation right there. And then if you want it on drill bit, you turn it all the way and it comes around and locks on drill bit. Then let me throw a battery in this so to show you. You've got your battery indication here. You've got low and high speed, and then this has got lock on it. You hold that button down, it'll lock. Push it, it unlocks. That's forward and reverse. It's a little different to get used to because, like on this, your forward and reverse.
Quit.
Your forward and reverse is right here. And the same on the big hammer drill. Your reverse is right here. So you can, you know, easily one-handed this. To where this one is more, you can take your thumb and do it, or you've got to take your finger and do it. And then if you hold this, then it comes to lock and does nothing. It has a really good trigger in it. I do know that, because it's got a really good variable speed trigger. You got a little belt hook here, ambidextrous, put it on either side. So we're going to drill some holes in some wood here because I'm doing some plumbing today. That's another thing I was going to show you. It don't, well, it is right there, but when you get a head on it, it won't set up. Let me throw a head on it here. And when you get a head on it, that much weight right there, even with the 6.0 battery, it will not set up. So it's going to be either laying down or whatnot. And we'll put this in like so. Let's tighten her down. And we're going to see how this does on drilling holes. We've got it on our drill here. Trying to think for something else I can tell you. That's pretty basic. I kind of wanted it for I don't have an M12, you know, that I could use to drill with, and I wanted it for that head right there. So we've got it on number 2. See how this works is, you know, I'd say this is probably not really made for this type of drill bit, but I wanted to use it just to see what kind of power we had. Not bad. Not bad. Does pretty decent with that. Of course, now we're going to have to drill a bigger hole for the drain, and that's going to take, I'm sure, a bigger bit. Then the hole dozer came with, you got 2 extra drill bits here where you can change them out when they get dull, I guess. They sent a little key here to undo them. And it goes from, it says 3/4 inch up to 2.5 is what size bits are in that. So we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone and showing this and the little drill. Now this is a little different than the ones in the past. This just kind of moves, and this screws up and down to tighten up, and it's got a rubber O-ring in that. So you pull this up kind of and you drop it down in there, let your teeth go down in that bit, and then this screws down like so, and you just tighten that up. It's basically it. I'm just going to try to just hand tighten it and see if that'll work, but that's the way that works there. There's another little rubber O-ring right up here. I give the hole dozers an A+. I mean, they went through that like it was nothing. I didn't show you using the big hammer drill, but man, that one right there went through that thing like crazy. So there is the results of drilling the holes. I got pretty fortunate that time. And what I'll do is once I get it plumbed and everything is set, I'll take some of that spray foam or either that or just some silicone caulk, and I'll caulk in and tighten those holes up around that. Now here's this drill using the clutch. I've got it set on its weakest setting there. Let's see what it does. Let's come down, say number 4. Let's try that. Number 4 will put it all the way in and out. Now something I was interested in about this, but I don't believe it'll work. I don't think the clutch is soft enough on this to work with wall plates. Just something I was kind of interested in. I've got it on 1. I've got the clutch turned all the way down. Well, it is. Look at there. That's pretty handy. That could be useful. There. That's good. So it won't break them. That can be very useful. This is something I'm very interested in, you know, kind of replacing this that I use a lot of times in this drill. And a lot of times the hard part of this is see, it'll spin. And so, you know, sometimes trying to hold something, get this to stay in the right place, try to hold it, is a little bit complicated. So I'm looking forward to being able to maybe put this on, and see, that's stationary. So when you put a bit in it, you would be able to hold against, you know, if you needed to hold your whatever you were working on and then put this up against it and put some pressure on it, you could do that where it won't be spinning like this does. I'm not maybe seeing the benefit of this much. I don't know, you guys could tell me something where that would really come into play right there, having it kind of offset a little bit, and I'm sure there's applications that I'll find that I'll use that, but I mainly believe I'll be using it, you know, with a drill. This is the way I have the majority of my drill bits, is like this, which has, you know, the fitting for that. But I'm going to get a big box, because you can get a larger box, you know, of the drill bits that don't have this on the bottom. It just got a slick shank, and you can get more sizes, you know, to use with that. So I'll get a box of those, and I could see with this being able to go in here and lock down. It'll even go in with a battery on it. But having this to go in and lock down like so, and then I get a big box of drill bits, and you've got a pretty good size strap right here that they could actually go under, but I'll maybe get a big size of drill bits and just leave them in that. So this thing is called the Milwaukee 4-in-1, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So that's kind of a look at that. I think it'll have several uses that I'll use it for, and as I use it, you'll see it. So guys, I thank you for watching New Tool Tuesday. I'll see you on another one. I've got to get to making some New Tool Tuesdays and get these things caught up, because I've had some tools to come in that we need to be looking at. Y'all have a blessed day.